And onward we blindly stumble. Hello, friends. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Havana, Cuba. We're back with our hats. We are good to go here.
Hey!
All right, we've got our hats all together now. All together now. All together now. All together now. All right, and we are back into our next segment of Video Game Awards. Yes.
Move down a little bit.
Yeah, you did.
It.
There you
Right
go.
there.
Born to Kill. And then we've got Sean with his background.
What's my background?
You're the...
Oh.
Yeah, they should see that too, because as long as we're...
As long as we're showing weird dog-related.
Game of the year.
You can't see it.
Nope.
Okay, the glare.
Yeah. There you go. That worked out really well. All right, never
Let's
mind.
not talk about it.
Alright.
Let's just leave them to try to figure out what the hell we just did.
What? Move your chair this way a little bit, dude. Perfect.
I showed off my t-shirt.
Excellent. Yes, you did. All right, we are back.
I
Welcome
didn't say it
back
into
to the Gamecrashers Crashstravaganza number 6, part dos. Intros done. We have, going around the horn one more time, we have Jason Perini,
Hi, I'm Jason Brini.
Tanner LaBarbera,
Rob James.
Sean Marks,
Hi.
Rob James, and Brian Hertler in the Skype with the fancy
Wow.
hat that we now have. We've now matched him in this cap.
Except for us on the couch, you know.
Wonderful. Well, I ran out of hats. I only have so many.
This
I
is
mean,
kind
come
of
on, that's
shocking.
ridiculous.
You seem like a hat guy.
Oh my God! I was gonna send you the award list. Son of a. I can't
You're
do it
terrible.
right now,
You're a
brother.
terrible host.
I can't. Oh God! I know I'm a terrible person. I'll see if I can send it. I don't know where to send it
I'll
to
send
you.
it to you on AIM.
That's the thing. Like, I don't
ASL.
have a way to send it to you. I don't think I have a Dropbox that I can share or something. Do we want to get back into this?
Sure, why
Yes,
not?
best new
Yeah.
IP.
Best new IP. Brian, you want to start this one?
Flappy Bird.
Alright.
It
Good
is.
answer. Rob.
Crossy
then.
Road is based on
Yeah,
that,
that was great.
that naming
Kill his
convention
mic.
alone.
Kill his mic. Yeah.
I played the
I-
shit out of this game, by the way.
I'm not sure if IP, like most copied IP,
Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
too. Like there's been a million sequels of it, none of which the creator made.
Right. It's perfect. They created a new genre, a new space, a new naming convention, everything.
Yep.
Perfect.
Like Crossy Road.
Love it.
We are so disappointed in you. We
I
are
know.
so disappointed in
I
you.
know. I could also say Five Nights at Freddy's too, because that's already fun.
Yeah, that was gonna be mine.
Reverb Games, thank you for the host. Very much appreciated. Also, Seb,
Seb, you missed it
thank you
earlier,
so
yeah.
much for the host. You guys are awesome. Very much appreciated. Okay, so after that debacle, who's next? Me?
Sure, go
Okay.
for it.
I'll go.
Take the reins.
Best new Ip is Ip Man, the third movie in the series with Donnie Yen.
JetBlue.
With JetBlue.
Oh, Strava, yes. Tanner is sitting right next to me.
What did you say?
Someone said, is Tanner still a guy on this channel?
Is it even a fucking word? What?
Is he a-
I don't
Are
understand.
you a
this.
male?
Are you
Can you
Am
bring the
I?
chat- Can you bring the chat up there?
I mean,
Oh, I didn't
There's
bring
like
the
such a
chat
weird
back up.
question
I'm
to
sorry.
ask. It's like,
are you a guy?
hey,
on this channel?
are you a guy?
Are
Make the
you
change? Well, you know, I just haven't come out yet.
Are you a god?
Yes.
No. Best new IP. Because I want more of them. I don't know if I necessarily want it to be
Right.
franchise. Monument Valley. I want more of that game.
Sure,
I want
sure.
more of those games because they're really good. Sunset Overdrive. I would play another Sunset Overdrive
That's a good call.
game. Raider, thank you so much for the host as well. Very much appreciate it, guys. The hosts are. Thank you so much
So
for doing
nice.
that, guys.
Yeah.
This is just dumb, but fuck it.
Can you host yourself?
Goat Simulator.
Oh, right.
Goat
wow.
Simulator wins.
Yeah.
Goat Sim-
That's an
I've
IP.
said enough about
I
this.
thought it was so funny in doing that too.
I've said enough about this dumb game that I love to death. But yeah, I would want more Goat Simulator in my life.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
like when they added the new level to it,
Yeah.
and then the MMO. I'm like, yes, more of this, please. And all that shit was free,
Yeah.
which is insane.
Yeah.
It's
Best
so
new
good.
IP.
All right, that's a pretty good
So
joke.
good. The best new IP.
He just
One
puts,
nine
the
two
funny
dot
thing is
one
that
dot
that is
two dot one
actually
eight
his.
five.
See, I thought it was a little too similar to 192.1.2.164.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not sure how new
Or
it is.
169.
Hey.
Yeah?
Sean, You're up,
Yeah,
brother.
my runner-up would be Shovel Knight.
you're
because
doing this
I-
weird Two-Face thing, brother.
Where am I?
There you are. That's yeah.
My runner-up would be Shovel Knight, but my winner, and we're getting more of it, would be Banner Saga. So many of the games I like
Good
this
call.
year were just like iterations or spin-offs. Even Danganronpa has been like a thing in Japan for a long time, so I couldn't really count that. But yeah, fucking Banner Saga. I want more of that, and we're getting more of that. Next.
So similar lines. I would like Shovel
That is
Knight.
one nice hat.
Yeah. No, Rob, I was asking if I could see myself on that screen. If you could shift it over the other way.
Oh,
But-
you wanted
So
to
that
see
he
yourself on
can't
this
view
screen.
himself at
Okay,
all.
there you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I love to look at myself.
I
That's
know
fine.
you are.
I
You're a
am
very
beautiful.
vain individual.
I just wonder why you were blowing all the fucking kisses at the screen.
Even though he couldn't see anything. It was like the possibility
the
of being
others
able
will
to
love
see
it.
himself.
God.
So my runners-up would be Shovel Knight and
Great.
Leo's Fortune, as I talked about before. And I'm going to say Titanfall. I don't know if they'll actually make another one, but
They're making another one.
they
gonna
are
make
good.
making another one.
I enjoyed
They
that
are
game,
gonna make
and
another
there's
one.
there's some clear little problems with it that I think they could easily fix in a sequel. So
I
I
think
would enjoy.
Player campaign
That would
along
be
the lines of Wolfenstein
that
set in the
might-
Titanfall
yeah.
universe.
I don't know
Yeah.
I don't know if we're guaranteed one. I don't know if they make one after this. I don't know if they get another bunch of people to do it specifically. But they need to do something because
Yeah.
I want to
with
see.
Titanfall? Yeah.
I want to see more Titanfalls,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
And the feel of it, it
It
there's such
felt
a
so
good base to that
disconnected
game.
and discombobulated
Yep.
from the world that it was set in.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it ruined it for me.
Yeah, but there's such potential there.
Yeah, totally.
Down 2 for it. I would love to give Freedom Planet some love because I downloaded it based on a recommendation from fucking NeoGaf of all places, but I haven't started it up. I've heard though it's basically the best Sonic game since Sonic and Knuckles.
Okay.
Did you go?
What was the question? again?
Did you go?
He
What was
just
it?
did.
Yeah, I just did.
Oh, you just did it.
just did.
Who didn't go?
Me.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. it
Hi.
is. Hi.
No, mine was Shovel Knight as well as Titanfall. And then I wanted Goat Simulator. I mean, who does not
Yeah, no.
want more Goat
Good
Simulator
answer.
in their
dumb
life?
game. This dumb game is so
Oh,
great.
it was so good.
It's so great. Best new character.
Did Brian go?
Brian did. Yeah, Brian
Brian
did
went
go.
first.
Sorry.
You're following in my footsteps.
Best new character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll start. Rambro, Brobocop, Bronan the Brobarian,
Yes.
Mr. Anderbro, and the rest.
Yes. You really cannot beat that.
Wait, is there a
You
character
really
named the rest?
cannot beat
That is
at all.
that is really amazing.
Yeah.
That is
I also will
really,
throw in Leo from Leo's Fortune, but yeah, it's got to be Rambro.
That is
and
fantastic.
Bronan the Brobarian.
Bronan the
Time
Brobarian.
Bro.
That game is amazing.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go. Iron Bull has to be a mention in this list because
From
Dragon Age Inquisition. God damn, that crazy fucking character. This one is just a fun one because I love everything about this game. And actually, the more I play it, the less I like it. Super Time Force's Commander Rapitsky
Oh, right.
is
yeah.
amazing because he comes out, he talks to
Commander
himself,
Rapitsky.
and he's got one. This will always. He's got one eye patch on his past self,
Yeah.
and two eye patches on his future self.
Yes, that's right. I remember that.
So good. But the winner, sorry, I got some stuck in my teeth. Oh, the winner is, I believe the full name is Veladora, from Broken Age Part 1. That character is just so great because she's she's a teenager. She's a strong female character. She's the only one with a spine in the entire game. She's written intelligently. She makes witty comments. The characters around her are kind of like ridiculously silly. And she just sort of takes it all with stride, and she's just a really, really strong character. And I'm really glad that they wrote a really great female character in that game. So those are my choices for this year.
Good. Sean? Oh.
Well, I really didn't have a favorite character. Like nothing that stuck out for me
Sure.
this year that was just like I don't know. Maybe it was just the lack of games that I played, but I just did not have a character that changed everything or just made me fall in love with this year. And I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed, to be honest.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt that way.
There was a lot of games that had a ton of characters, but like either like the main character was one of the silent characters, or it was just I don't know. I was really bummed out that I literally did not put a single thing on that category.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Delson Rowe is a
I
fucking
forgot
awful
about
character. He's a
Infamous,
fucking
though.
god awful character. What's wrong with you? Delson Rowe is bad, and also Sarah is quirky from Dragon Age Inquisition, but fuck,
Take the goat.
she's a
I will
weird
take the
fucking
goat.
character.
All right, so
She's
your
a
favorite
weird
new
I'll
character
take the
is
goat.
the goat.
But I'll
goat?
take. But I'll
Yeah,
even
take
get.
the goat.
I'll take the giraffe goat is the one that I'm gonna take. So that's what the one I'm gonna do.
Nice.
Octodad.
Oh
Not
yeah, Octodad.
No,
But
Octodad.
there's
That was
the
a sequel.
DLC. That
That's
yeah,
true.
He's not a new character. Yeah.
yeah, so it's not.
He's not a new character.
I guess I'll go. My
Yeah,
runners
do it.
up again. Not a great year for characters and things like that. But my runners up would be Monokuma from Danganronpa.
I love it.
Jay and Anya from Wolfenstein.
Oh my god, so good.
And my winner though would be Pagan Min from Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
That-
glad somebody mentioned that.
That twist
yeah.
is like I know that Vaz was insane.
Yes.
And Pagan isn't.
No, really.
He isn't quite as outwardly insane. He's very
Yeah.
kind of like smooth and like type of guy where it's like, yo, I want to go to that guy's parties and like do what this guy does. And then at a certain point, he says, "Oh, you've come to bury your mother's ashes," and he says, "Oh, I knew your mother," and he licks his finger and just dips it in the ashes and like that. And I was just like, whoa! And he goes.
God.
Oh yes. Jesus Christ. The only criticism is that you don't see him enough. He kind of it's like in Far Cry 3 with Foz. Like everyone, Foz is
Yeah.
great. He's not in it that much.
He's not.
It's the same with Pagan in Far Cry 4. But Jesus Christ, when he takes a hit of your mom's ashes, I was like, whoa, no, stop, and he did it.
Sean, you
Yeah,
just sold
yeah.
me on this game right now. $60.
Brian's like downloading now.
What is your Skype gonna do, man? If you download that right now, there's no way you could have just completely like end up in a black hole over there. Is that everybody for this guy?
I got a question.
Yeah.
Are we counting Kim Kardashian as a new character?
She reinvents herself. Can we just count?
Sure, Brian.
Good
For you, she
response.
counts. Moving on.
Sure, take it.
We can move
What
on.
a guy.
What about Forever Sisters?
Run with that as far as your pretty little self will. Go for it. You're adorable. I don't know you anymore.
The Jenners. It's okay.
Best looking game. Are we up to best looking
Rob,
game?
you and
Oh.
I both have the same one. I'm telling you right now.
Wait, Brian, you're good.
I'm
You
good.
went already? Okay. Best looking game. Am I starting this one off? Okay, fine. Best looking game. Somebody else start.
know this one.
Somebody else start because
I'll go.
I need to change the category.
I'll go. Oh no, you go. You go.
Sure. I don't know which one I would give the winner, but this hasn't been mentioned much. It's very, very early access, but next car game, Wreckfest.
Oh my god, it's
Beautiful.
really
good.
fucking
The
good.
looks
damage
really cool.
modeling.
It
Oh my
looks
god.
incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The crashing, yes, it's pretty cool. I mean, there's not that much game to it yet, but the visuals are pretty cool. Call of Duty, that is a great looking game.
Yeah.
That's got incredible technical power. I was saying to Sean before the podcast earlier that I legitimately thought the cutscenes at the beginning were live action. I thought it was
Yeah.
kind of like 300 style in front of a blue screen. I did not realize that was actual computer models
Completely
and
gen-
such.
yeah.
It was
And I
incredible.
will say too about another compliment for Advanced Warfare for us. Really runs really nice.
That's
on
true.
PC.
Real
considering the
smooth.
fucking coat hanger abortion that Call of Duty
Jesus
Ghosts
Christ.
was on
Jesus
PC. Like,
Jesus
the
Christ!
fact
he
that-
broke
Yep,
it. He
yep.
broke it out this year, people. He broke it out.
Yep.
There it is.
Just the fact that Advanced Warfare looks that good and can get by on specs that low. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
And then lastly, I'll say Crawl, because it has that very, it's kind of almost the opposite sort of Shovel Knight, and then it got the very pixel art, but this is not a game that would run on the NES. It's incredibly smooth. The animation is very, very smooth, and it just got a really interesting, neat look. So
Sweet. Who next?
Mine is I would say a tie between the newest Mario Kart and then as well as
Where did you play the new Mario Kart?
my brother has a friend who brought it over.
God.
So and then also
Very
is
cool.
the newest Guilty Gear
XRD
sign.
It looks
something
so
like that.
good.
Yeah,
Oh my
looks
god,
so
I want to play
good.
it so bad.
Oh man, it looks pretty.
Yeah,
a
even just like this,
pretty
like
looking
the finish, like the instant kills. If you watch like there's like videos on like the instant kills for every character, and you're just like, holy crap, that is amazing. It looks so fun.
Yeah.
Sean, you up?
Yeah. I'll say another good thing about Advanced Warfare, looking as good as it does. Bayonetta 2 looks fabulous and runs at 60 frames per second on the Wii U.
Yeah,
Wii U
that's
put out some
incredible.
really impressive games. Mario Kart 8 looks particularly fantastic. What else I had on here? Far Cry 4 on the PC
Yeah.
is
Looks
ravishing.
So good.
What's that?
Far Cry 4.
Yes.
On the
Yeah.
When you
Yes.
see those mountains, it's like what you were saying about Advanced Warfare. I had to be like, are those photos of mountains just
Yeah.
dropped into the game? Oh my god, I can go up there.
Yeah.
But my winner would have to be Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Yes.
That game is
Is
those
fucking
guys
gorgeous.
are out of their goddamn minds.
That game has a design aesthetic to it, and skybox, and lighting, and just a depth of field, and just beautifully designed from top to bottom.
what I
That
call-
is
it's
the
what I call
best
it-
world simulator I've ever
It's
seen.
what I call an hey babe, get over here and look at this game.
Yeah.
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 Totally.
Definitely.
I'm gonna call it Far Cry 4 again. It's amazing.
Yes.
I heard a reference to Crossy Road, so some of you guys have played that. But
Crossy Road.
that square
I did
game,
play
that
Crossy
square
Road.
look,
I
love
really like that
look,
game.
Man, that looks great. But
God, I wish I'd played Talos Principle. Fuck. And Dragonfall, the new Dragonfall DLC.
I don't know that.
Because those
Anyway.
games both look good.
My winner, there's an old game that got re-released this year, Metal Slug 3, which
Yes.
is
All right.
basically pixel art in its most perfect form. Like it's
nice.
amazing.
I've never seen pixel art look that good, and I played that.
Did you play
This year.
Mercenary Kings?
No, I go straight up.
Because
Metal
that
Slug
game
3.
also looks great. I don't like how that plays, but it's a really cool style.
It looks very Metal Slug-esque.
Yeah, but it doesn't play like Metal Slug, and that's what I hate about it.
Yep.
Because Broforce plays more like Metal Slug.
Yeah.
Broforce plays like a fucking.
Actually, I'm gonna throw
insane-
that. I could throw that in for best looking. Yeah.
Shit, man! If that game were out, that would be my game of the year.
Yeah.
Fucking god.
Also, I didn't mention it before, but also Leo's Fortune looks incredible. It's
Yes, that game looks awesome.
Yeah.
Is it just me? It's
Yep.
just me.
That's good.
Where is it? It's right there.
Yeah.
Infamous Second Son.
Oh yeah.
People have not been. I don't think people have been giving that game enough credit for how amazing it looks on the PS4. It is a beautifully stunning looking game. The lighting effects in it are just fucking gorgeous, and it doesn't run the smoothest all the time. But I can look past that because I just love looking at that game. I don't like anybody in that game, but I like looking at that game. Everybody.
I thought you were gonna say I don't like anybody in this room.
Period.
Like
No.
something just snapped
Well,
in your
that's
brain.
that is a known fact.
I just
That is
realized
not
I hate
something-
all of you.
That
This
is
show
that
is over.
A known fact.
Get out
Everybody's
now.
well aware of that. Child of Light also gets a nod on this because I just love
nice.
the design and I love the way that game looks. I had a screenshot from that as my background for a while because I just thought it was so gorgeous. It was the one where she's praying because like something major has gone down and she just got her floating ability and she just is like she's outside a church and just her hair is just
that's
going
right, yeah.
flap. It's just beautiful. Vanishing of Ethan Carter wins this for everything that you said. I don't need to repeat it. It's just
Oh yeah.
go, if you want to play a gorgeous looking game that unfortunately doesn't do a whole lot, give Ethan Carter a shot. I mean, there's some good puzzles in there. But I'd say there are better puzzle games out this year. I would say Talos Experiment,
Talos Principle.
the Talos Principle, Mind, Path of Thalamus is fantastic. There are better puzzle games out there than Vanishing.
Ether One is another game. That,
Yes, but man, that game is gorgeous. Best
gameplay gimmick.
Best gameplay gimmick. I love
can
this
I lead
category.
off?
Yes, you may absolutely go right ahead.
I'm sure as people go down and talk about them, there will be others that will pop into my head. I'll be like, oh my god, that was so awesome.
Yeah.
But the runner-up for me, have you guys ever heard of a game called Rollers of the Realm?
Nope.
No.
It is a indie game, PC, and I think iPad as well. But it combines RPG and pinball.
All right. I like the sound of it so far.
So all your characters are pinballs. And when you level, but the other people in the world are like regular looking, and so they're coming down to you on the pinball tray, and you're flicking, and it's like, oh shit, switch to my mage, and it's like you level up, and it's like your mage pinball now has +3 backstab damage. It combines two of my favorite things in the world, which is old school pinball.
Nice.
Because I've literally driven
like
down
that.
to Asbury Park to go to like the pinball museum down there.
Nice.
And role playing games. It's a short little. What
was the name of the game?
Rollers of the Realm.
All right, gotta check
It's a
this
short little
Sounds
meh
ridiculous.
of a game.
It
is
does
ridiculous.
sound ridiculous.
It
really
is
does.
ridiculous.
It's sort of Puzzle Quest esque, or
Yeah, sure.
okay, but with pinball.
Sure.
That's the most. Yeah, sure, totally.
Why not? Let's just stop talking.
You said a game.
You said a name of something, yeah.
Another runner-up is I love the randomness of the AI of Alien Isolation. I love how two people can have two completely different experiences. But the winner, I think, it's got to be the Nemesis system from Lord of the Rings: Shadow of Mordor. I mean, when I had my first Nemesis encounter, I mean, I remember I thought I'd run into a glitch because I was supposed to take this fucker out. So I did. I grabbed him and I threw him off of a giant like a cliff. And the camera follows him down, and it does the thing where it X's his name out. And then I'm like, oh shit, because these guys have runes that you need to collect to help you level up. It's like, fuck, I gotta go down. So I go down to the body to get him, and he's gone. And I was like, oh man, what is this, a fucking memory leak or something?
Yeah.
I can't, but Jesus Christ, really? Now I thought it was a glitch. And then, like, hour and a half later, he just comes walking up to me from behind with, like, his skull all bandaged up, and he's limping, and he's like, you know, oh, thought I was done with you, did you? And I was like, fuck, I could. And I thought it was awesome. And
I love how your response to that wasn't even an English word. It was just
It's fucking awesome. But that is the sort of the sort of thing that when it was like, you know, oh my god, we're going to the next gen. Take out how many fucking polygons we put into this coffee cup. You know, that's more of what I want to see. Like, and Monolith is always really big on AI. I mean, when they did Fear, they were really big on like the squad mechanics.
Yes, right.
And still to this day, the
they did
squad
that.
mechanics of Fear hold up.
Oh my god, it's incredible.
So I hope that more people take notice of that system. I don't think it's perfect. I think you can still break it if you want. But I do hope that someone looks at that Nemesis system and says, "I'm going to do that, but even
Build
better.
on to it.
Build on it."
that could be the best part of an otherwise not as awesome game.
Because I remember when you and I were playing it, and we had this moment where like we let this one guy just lived way too long to the point where he became like a god. Like he was so strong.
Oh yeah,
That he was like at least like 15 levels above like everybody else.
it's one of the few games that if you start that game off where you just run and gun or
Yeah.
run and slash whatever into situations and just die a lot,
Yeah.
you will get completely lapped to the point where it is just so much harder for
Yeah.
you to make progress in that game.
And I just
because
remember, like,
everybody
staring
else
at this
around
guy.
you is leveling up, and
Yeah.
everybody around you is getting more powerful and getting better stuff and getting better people around them. And one of the things that I love most about that game is that that game will not let you early on, you know, do like an Assassin's Creed where you can just stand in front of 20 guys at a
then
stretch
just- yeah.
because they'll call in more people, they'll bring in more people, and eventually the whole of, you know, the fucking area is just on top of you, just kicking your ass.
And it makes death matter. Like death has
Yeah.
death is not just a reload. Death has actual stakes.
Yeah.
And I like how it puts you know, it puts some it kicks death, you know, it kind of gives it a little kickstart. Like death means something now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna leap off of that because that's my winner too, for that category. And runners up are Transistor. The
nice,
whole
yeah.
way, that whole gameplay of that is just, I mean, gimmick sells it a little bit short, but it is the best part of that game.
Yeah.
And there's some good, you know, there's some other elements of it that make it really good, but really you play that game for that combat. And then the other one that's the winner here is Super Time Force, because the Super Time Force, everybody that I've heard describe that game who didn't like it didn't go into it knowing it was a puzzle game. It is a puzzle side-scrolling shooter,
Right.
and it's not Broforce. If you want Broforce, go play Broforce.
Right.
If you want a really cool time puzzle side-scrolling shooter game, play Super Time Force, because that whole mechanic of
Right.
just uses many of your.
I was one of those people who was not. I was just not in the mood for that kind of a game,
It-
and I got
it-
to it like it's a brain breaker.
You have to think, you have to think paradoxically.
And it's not
which
just
is fucking
like,
weird.
oh, puzzles. Okay, let me think a little hard. It's like, oh God, wait, what?
Yeah,
oh,
no.
this hurts.
No, yeah, it's definitely. But the Nemesis system takes it. Great system they put into that game. And one that you thought was like, can they actually make this work? And they fucking
totally did.
nailed it. Nailed it. Who's next?
I'll go, but we already talked about. I mean, the Nemesis was great.
Right.
My runner-up will have to be loadout and the ability to
Good
customize
call.
your gun to the extreme to where it's either like really good or you can have just total stinker, horrible guns. You can just like, I want to try this and this and this, and then it does nothing. And I just really had a great time with that, and just seeing. Like later now, if you start to play it now again, you'll see that there's always the same gun everybody's using now because everybody's kind of figured out like, oh, this is like the best one that you can use.
Right.
You know, everybody's already figured that out. But when it first came out, I just remember like just the most ridiculous, like the giant penis gun where it shot out rockets that like would just stop in front of you and then just sit there. And then when somebody came by, they would explode. And
Giant
just,
penis gun. Okay.
but I feel like everybody had some like penis quote that they named their gun. Like it was so dumb because like nobody was like, oh, I'm gonna make it like I'm not gonna make it this like the exterminator. It was like here's the fecal matter bazooka 3. You know, and it was just silly. And then you pick up other people's guns, and then you're just like, oh my god, is this person like a little sick in the head? But I had a really generally everybody is. But I had a really great
What kind
time.
of game is Loadout?
Loadout is a
third-person
shooter. Yeah, it's a
shooter.
third-person shooter, and
Nice.
and then I also put it
on
for
Steam.
It's
another.
very
Yeah.
much. It looks very much like a Team
heard the
Fortress.
The name
now,
of it.
though.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, kind of Team Fortress style. That's cool.
Yeah, it's really fun.
That's cool.
Brian,
did you go?
Brian, did you go?
I didn't go.
Oh yeah.
This one. I guess I'll mention One Finger Death Punch as being.
That's a great one.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a great choice.
Um,
That's
Excuse
up
me
there
for clearing
because
my
on mine
throat.
as
they
well.
take
Constantly.
they take this one little thing and they build on it and they somehow make a game out of it. Similar to Dive Kick. It kind of reminds me
Yes.
of that one. Also,
point.
I don't know if you guys
Best
played
gimmick
a
of
game.
the generation, probably.
Yeah. A game called Battle Heart. It's basically a Diablo-like beat 'em up RPG thing where the gimmick is you control 4 characters at the same time. So it's a game about like dragging these dudes all over the place and like this guy's under attack. I better send this guy over there to bail him out. And it's very fast moving and it's basically like a cross between a beat 'em up and a real time strategy game. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Sweet.
What was it called again?
Battle Heart.
What
Battle Heart.
is that on
Yeah.
iOS? What is that?
Yeah, it's iOS.
Okay, I think I've heard of that. That's cool.
Yeah. That's cool.
Jason.
I have like my runners up would be Titanfall, the both the parkour, the movement, the feeling. I
good.
love the fact that there was no cooldown or stamina or whatever for your running on walls. There was one. I remember there was an area where I just basically ran around the ceiling of this room for minutes. I could just keep running around. I just wall jump to wall jump to wall jump.
That's
There's nothing that
genius.
stopped me.
Yeah.
And I was just shooting down like at the mechs going around below me, and they didn't know where the fuck I was because I was just running around all the walls above them.
Yeah.
It's awesome, as well as just the mech.
It's
Titanfall.
It's
part.
the best vertical combat I've had in a game since Tribes Ascend, and that game is a fucking disaster
nice.
now.
Good call.
But
yeah.
it's really when you're going around a map in that game, and they designed those maps really well. There's lots of areas for you to hop on and jump around things. It doesn't feel gimmicky. It feels really solid. And also because you've got this sort of like Lilliputian thing going on,
Yes.
when you're hopping around Titans, where it's like, okay, I'm just gonna go around the feet of this thing and just sort of wrap a wire around it and trip it. You know,
Yes,
it's like,
and you can jump on the jump on the top of an enemy
Yeah, and
Titan
just
and
try to destroy the
rip
core
the
while
part of
you're
it
doing
off
it.
Genius.
and start
Yeah,
shooting
that's
at
great.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And then
God.
the Titan can like do like spurt gas or like do like an electricity
Yes.
like countermeasures for having people on top of it.
Or even just like crash into a wall and crush you. Yeah.
jump out and have it explode. You know,
Yes.
there's so many great
Oh
little
yes,
parts.
yes.
Yeah.
When it goes like nuclear and
Yeah,
you
you
go
can
flying
just-
up into the
yeah.
air and then fall, trying to like, all right, I'm up in the air.
Land on another
Remember,
Titan.
yeah, exactly. Look
yeah.
down. Who I'm gonna kill on the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was always really
I like
fun.
that.
Please
Pilots
make
were an
another.
actual threat.
Yes, yes, they were.
'Cause when I heard this going to be Titans, I was like, well, everyone's just going to walk around in a robot. You know,
Right,
Titans.
right.
But
No.
no, pilots are. If you're a good pilot, you are a real threat.
Yeah,
to
Oh,
and
you
then
move
if you
so
don't even
fast.
yeah, and if you don't even like to be a pilot, you can set your Titan just to be like automatic.
That was
you know,
a
and you
great
can
thing
set
that a
it
lot of
there and it
people
can be
used a lot.
defensive.
Yeah.
That was a great
Yeah.
gimmick. Just having
You
just
could
like
use it as
almost
a
like a
dog.
dog, just like following you. Yeah, but your dog is a giant.
and there were a lot of
Machine of death.
people doing that. And while I think it's a great design choice, I also feel like that maybe might have been one of the fatal flaws of that
Yes.
game, is that they trivialized the thing that made that game the
Made
coolest.
so-
yeah.
There's so much, just like, you know, I remember a bunch of people making the joke that is like, they can't possibly have this many Titans just fucking laying around that they only, you know, they rate them and they only last like 30 seconds.
True,
Yeah.
good point.
That would be like the biggest
Waste.
wasted war chest in the history of
Yeah.
combat.
That's
It's like
the-
$1
what the
machines
fuck?
a piece.
I blew up
We
my
need
Titan.
more money.
I blew up my Titan again. Jesus.
Like, unless they
drop him another
one.
Titan.
yeah,
We got
There's
5 more ready
there's
to go.
another $38 million.
million.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
like another $38 trillion.
Yeah, I mean,
that,
one
like-
of the levels is inside
need-
like a Titan factory. It's like, this thing is way too small.
you'd need a mobile Titan drop ship factory.
I would always love. It's like, I need my Titan. Where are you? The Titan factory, dude. Just take one.
The keys are in the
It has
ignition.
to fall from the sky. It has to fall from the sky. I also say one finger death punch. As
Yeah.
Brian said, I love how they take this very simple gimmick and just keep throwing little things on top of it. New enemies. You have to punch left and right this time for this specific enemy, and it's just
It just
again,
works
it is
somehow.
It works, and it's just way more thought and effort than you ever think should be in this kind of stupid game. And then last my winner would be Broforce for the simple gimmick of being able to destroy everything. You can actually,
great gimmick.
you could actually cause yourself not to be able to continue in the level because
Even to
you,
your own detriment.
yes,
'cause
you
you've
blew
destroyed
up all of it.
Yes, you
I
killed
can't
yourself
get from
because
here to there.
how many times
shit.
did we play that game and we just killed each other because we blew out the floor?
Yes, exactly.
You just both fall
Unfucking believable.
forever.
Yeah.
Best single player experience? Or did you go?
I didn't go. I went. I went.
Brian.
Go start with single player then, Brian.
But did you go for
Did you-
gimmick?
yeah, he
I went for
Oh, he
gimmick.
did,
Yeah,
okay.
Battle
Death
Heart,
Punch.
one finger death
Yeah.
punch.
Got it.
Best single player experience.
Single player.
Remember that game I talked about, Desert Golfing?
Yeah.
Mm.
It epitomizes single player because you are just alone in the desert for 1,000 holes.
Are there any leaderboards?
1,000. You can look at the leaderboard one time.
What?
No way.
Oh, that is
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah,
All right,
that's,
that
that's
is
kind of a
single player.
minor spoiler, but it's that kind of game.
Nice.
And I
That's so
discovered I
Oh my
was
God.
a slightly better than average player. Ever so slightly better than average.
Nice.
And I will never get a chance to play your whole 1,000 again unless I delete the game and reinstall.
That sounds ridiculous.
That's fucked
I have
up.
to play this
All right,
game.
that's pretty great. I have it on my phone.
You want to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go real quick. Shovel Knight is definitely on this because it's amazing. Wolfenstein, and I'm cheating in this category, and I'm also putting Dragon Age on here. It's funny. It's the best single player experience, but not because of the gameplay. I like the gameplay. I don't love the gameplay. It's not the best gameplay experience I've had, but overall experience of playing that game is amazing.
Dragon Age, you're saying.
And then the winner is, I can't fucking believe this, Alien Isolation.
Yeah. Okay.
Alien Isolation
alright.
wins this for me.
You're
It's a really,
isolated.
Yeah.
I'm really yeah. It is the most. Some might call it the most single player of single player games that came out this year. But yeah, that wins it for me.
I'll go. My single player experience was South Park Stick of Truth. I think that was
Nice.
I had
Yes.
so much like silly fun with that. to the point where it felt like a very long but very good South Park episode. Like every few hours show, I'd be like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. And then you go you're in the underground, in the the sewers, and you're fighting all the homeless people.
Yeah, it's great because she the mayor tells you well, people seem to think our town is. We want to show our people that our town is really caring, but we also have a homeless problem. So could you kill them all so people don't think we have a lot of homeless people and we're heartless?
It was so much fun.
Exactly.
And they're you're trying to rescue all the I'm totally drawing a blank. All the shit people. What am I trying?
Oh God, Mr. Hankey's
Hankey's kids. And you have to try to collect all. I know, I couldn't remember. It was all 8 of his kids, and you're going around the sewers and trying to. And you end up finding Mr. Hankey's wife, and she's a total alcoholic.
She's a total alcoholic, pill popping Beverly Hills wife.
It's so funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
So
Very
I
fun.
want to play that game so
You
bad.
need to. That'd be
I
a
bought
great
it. I
single
bought it.
player
I got.
cast.
I will say you can pick one of your classes. You can be mage, warrior, thief, or Jew.
Yes.
And if you pick Jew, one of your powers is Jiu-Jitsu.
Damn fucking right. Damn fucking right.
Everybody
Damn
played,
fucking right.
Everybody played the Jew.
Damn fucking right.
I don't remember ever seeing a single
I
playthrough.
didn't. I played the
fucking
warrior.
right.
You played the warrior? I remember then you're the only person I've ever known who did not pick the Jew. So they're just oh, it's my chance to be slightly racist. So I'm
Always
gonna pick
pick
the
the
Jew.
Jew.
Yeah, exactly.
Always pick the Jew.
With the racism slider up.
Yeah, this has been a fucking crazy RPG stuffed year.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't actually get to all these RPGs
That's
this
true.
year.
With Divinity, it was a
Jesus.
long Divinity.
Divinity is a huge RPG. Dragon Age is a huge RPG. Even the games that are not RPGs, Far Cry 4
Sure.
is technically a first-person shooter RPG. It's Skyrim with guns, like we've said before. There's just so many, I love games like The Fall. 5 to 7
Yep.
hours.
Uh-huh.
Great. That
Get your
give
kicks
me
in.
the 80-hour games, but also give me games like Jazzpunk that I can play in 3 hours. Thank
Give me
you.
the 5,000-hour game.
Of World
Where-
of Warcraft.
fuck
yeah.
that, no.
You have that.
Well, I've done that, but where it counts it in days, where you have so many it counts it in a month. It's you should just stop playing this game. We're just gonna go ahead and call your parents.
We have dispatched the FBI.
People are knocking on your door because they're
There's
worried
no way
about
you're consuming any type of food at this
Now,
time.
okay, we have co-op experience on this.
Well, I
I want to.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't go yet.
Did
Sorry.
you go?
No.
2 of us did not go.
Oh,
Fucking
sorry.
Slipping.
Rob.
I'm fucking slipping here.
My runners-up are ones I've been mentioning a bunch: Devious Dungeons for iOS and Groove City. And I'm gonna say XCOM: Enemy Within. That is a single-player game, and it's spectacular.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
My runners-up would be South Park: Stick of Truth because that is single player through and through, and specifically because there are things in there that you do not want other people seeing you play.
No.
Well done. Yes.
We'll get into that later during Best Buy.
Oh my God! Yes.
We'll get into that later. Another runner, first runner-up, Bayonetta 2. But the winner is I can't call it the best single-player shooter I've ever played and
No.
not have it be Wolfenstein.
Yeah, sure.
So
Fair enough.
All right.
Good times.
So we have co-op on here. I
Jason,
somehow
you didn't go.
missed it.
Oh yeah, you did.
I somehow missed it, but I didn't put multiplayer on here.
That's true.
We should definitely do that after co-op, right?
Okay,
Just
sure.
real quick.
Sure.
Easy
All right, because we have a lot of good multiplayer games this year,
I'll go
unlike
co-op
years
first
in
if you
past.
don't mind.
Yeah, no, you totally can since the camera's on you. Go for it.
Sniper Elite 3.
Yeah. Damn, I wish I played that.
So much fun. And I did not my brother got this for his birthday and we played it. And it was just him and I
Your
on the
brother got
hardest
that
fucking
for his
difficulty.
okay.
And
Damn.
it just reminded me of how vulnerable you can feel in some games. Like you play and you get shot once and you're dead kind of games, or you're just oh my God, I hate my life. But it's I had so much fun with the difficulty of it to where you're kind of playing in this stealth, you're going through the beginning, you're okay, I'm gonna do really well. I felt like I was playing another Splinter Cell, I'm gonna do really, really well. I'm gonna try to be as stealthy as possible, and then you shoot once, and then everything comes at you, and then it's just oh my God, I need to survive. How the fuck am I gonna survive? I'm dead. But it was really, really fun. And I think we beat like 2 levels. We were like, this is too hard. And we were just didn't want to play on the
God, I
lower
want to play
difficulty.
that.
But it was so much fun. But multiplayer 2 is very
and
fun
2
with
was
it.
so good and the fact that 3 is actually even better.
It's even better.
Is because nobody fucking played the first one.
No.
The first one was terrible.
I was like, wait, there was a first one?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
we just
right.
This is kind of a joke? Like,
it's kind of ridiculous when you look at it too, because it looks like a budget title that showed up on the Xbox original.
yeah, it went straight to DVD kind of thing.
Those games
Woof.
sell though.
Where are those games these days? That's a whole other conversation.
bin.
Like you don't have bargain more really.
true. It's true.
That's why THQ went under.
Good
We had that
bargain
conversation.
bin games.
Well, yeah, there you go. Who next? Sean?
I'll go.
Yeah.
My best co-op experience was nothing, because every time I bought one of you fuckers a game, said let's play this together, we went months. And no one ever played it with me. And I got in front of my computer and I was like, oh boy, my friends are going to join me any minute. And I sat
All
there.
your friends have logged off of
Actually,
Steam.
in all seriousness, I just didn't play anything. I had one of those years. Like my wife is about to give birth, so I couldn't do
To the future ruler of planet Earth.
I couldn't do anything really
Scary.
co-op-y because I didn't want to have to stop every 10 minutes, and it's not. I needed single player experiences the most this year, so I really didn't play. I know that
Interesting.
Divinity: Original Sin was built for co-op.
That sounds incredible.
I've been playing it single player. I've been enjoying it. The thing about playing it co-op is that it's like 110 hours, and it's
Yeah.
like, nah, dog. I'll just I'll do that by
And
myself.
something about the idea about playing that with
Shit,
someone
nah,
else
dog.
will double the length of that game, because I've seen people casting it, and this is out of focus. Hang on, it's not focusing. Anyway, I've seen people cast that game, and single player versus co-op. Co-op adds some definite decision-making time to that game that you wouldn't have playing it solo. So that really tacks on the hours.
It's great. I'm glad it's there,
Sure.
but I'm probably not gonna use it that much. But that was really it for me. I didn't really have any co-op experiences.
I got a couple. Well, let's talk about co-op. Destiny. Destiny's co-op is fantastic. There's a lot of issues with that game, and we will get to that.
And
we will.
You didn't even get into the fun parts. Like, you got into like the beginning part where it's just like, I'm gonna do shitty quests.
We're gonna
And
get
then
there.
you didn't even get into the part where
Tanner.
it's like raiding, and like you do all the fun stuff, like trying to get the gear and doing PvP. You played all the
Gird your
shit.
loins.
You played the
Because
shitty
we're
part.
gonna get there, and
Oh,
we're
yeah,
gonna have
great.
that
I cannot
conversation.
wait
We're gonna
for
have that
that.
conversation.
Because I love that game.
But fuck, there is some great stuff in that game for co-op. When it works, when you're doing it,
works.
when it works, when you're doing it the first time, when you're checking it out, and the shooting in that game it's the best of any Bungie game, I think. And
That's pretty. That's kind of hard to say.
compared to the
There's
Halo
some-
games, it's way better. Compared to the Halo games,
I like the Halo games more than I like as far
No.
as the shooting. I
no.
All right.
It's definitely better shooting than.
And I'm
the
totally
Halo
joking
games.
about the rating part.
But the winner for this category is, after I say that, Halo Master Chief Collection.
Yeah. Most broken game ever.
We'll get to that too.
Oh, wait,
It's
a
like you're
spoiler.
reading my goddamn mind.
Well, I mean, we put the same thing.
The best, best
God.
co-op, you're saying?
As most broken game.
Ugh.
Oh, well, wait.
Oh yes, and by the
we have
way,
co-op for
We
you.
have some stories that
we have some stories. By the way, yes, Baz76 is correct. We did not
Happy
wish
New
anybody
Year's.
a happy New Year. Happy New
New
Year,
Year,
everybody! Welcome to
filthy animals.
2015. Holy shit! Yeah, not you,
Man,
Brian.
2015.
You can't reload while sprinting in Destiny. 1 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's going?
I'll go. I feel like I actually played quite a lot of co-op this year. I had like some of my best experiences, or most games I played were through co-op. Where did I just lose it? But I'm gonna just say, Nidhogg I played. I did Towerfall Ascension I played this year. Samurai Gun, which came out last year. That was I loved that game so much.
Would that go under multiplayer or co-op?
I guess maybe more.
It
Yeah,
would be
all right.
more
You guess those are
multiplayer.
multiplayer. All right, you know what? All right, then fewer co-op. I'm just gonna say Crawl. I guess. Well, Crawl, fine. Whatever. The
Confidence.
what?
Confidence. Let's go.
Crawl. Broforce, motherfucking Broforce, goddamn yes. I played it also a whole lot single player, and it's fun that way. And it is an entirely different game with co-op. It is insanity and stupidity and super fun. So yeah,
Cool.
Playing co-op.
also
But I'm
Payday 2.
gonna put my award aside for when I played in the original Sin.
Cool.
Going on to the next one.
Best multiplayer? I'm gonna start this one because it's really easy for me. It's Titanfall. That's
Nice.
done. I don't have a runner-up. I don't get that. It's Titanfall. Titanfall is the only multiplayer I played this year.
Minecraft.
Only multiplayer I played was my winner would be Titanfall because when people were playing it, it was awesome.
It was awesome.
And my runner-up would be Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
I hate to be so generic, but like
Yeah.
I really
Pretty good.
spent most of the year this year in single player. So.
I'm just making
Yeah.
this category best Titanfall of the year. Don't worry about it.
I'll also say Titanfall wins it for me, although as you guys noted, I guess Nidhogg and Towerfall Ascension and Samurai Gun are competitive
And Crawl.
multiplayer. And Crawl as
Mount
well.
your
Yeah,
friends.
so.
Yes.
Didn't you? I thought you played Advanced.
And then also
Warfighter.
Advanced Warfare as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll say all those. But yeah, Titanfall definitely.
I started playing Guild Wars 2 this year.
Oh, cool.
Guild Wars 2 is a nice little MMO, and
It sure is.
it's my best multiplayer game of the year.
While
he
he throws the computer out the
Done.
window.
Fuck it. Cast over.
That's how I dropped the mic. Just lean back.
Cast it fucking over. Drop
wanna
the
be doing
computer. Walk away. Babe, what happened to the computer?
We were done with the cast.
You know, I just wanted to end the sentence, so I just decided to throw on the gun.
I love this. Best multiplayer Final Fantasy 14. Amber is totally biased. Don't
She
care.
totally loves the
Totally
shit out of
doesn't
that
care.
game.
This is just
Don't give a shit.
I wish I got into that game. I would totally play it if I cared. I would have to say my best multiplayer game is gonna have to be Street Fighter, Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Yay.
Omega mode.
I have not played Omega mode, so I don't know. I just can't go into that yet.
Watching this man here, Rob James, we go out for a long night's drink and come back here, and then he's showed me Street Fighter 4, and he's like, why don't you play me? And I'm like, no, why don't you play randos online?
Terrible
Why don't
idea.
you play Tanner is what it should have
Terrible
been.
idea.
Oh my god. I feel like every character that was picked, you were like, fuck, people who play that character are such dicks.
It is so much fun to watch Rob play this.
We're not going to have
It
this
is
conversation right now.
so
No.
much
We're not
fun.
doing this. We're
So
moving
much
on.
fun.
Next
That's it.
category.
I love it.
Best
Next
game
category.
no one played.
Next category. You can beat me up on this later when we're actually casting Street Fighter.
So much fun.
I'm going to get better at that game, so go fuck yourself. I'm going to get better at that game.
Best game no one played.
Blow me.
Brian, you always have the most interesting picks for this.
Yeah,
Why don't
sure,
you
there we go, Brian.
Why don't you set the bar?
Yeah, this is
All right.
Brian's
So this is
category.
one no one in America played, but it's huge in Japan. It's called Sum Sum Disney. TSUM TSUM.
I've
he
seen
never
this.
disappoints.
Oh my god. All right, Brian.
And so it's
describe.
It's about plush dolls of all the Disney characters, including the Frozen characters, who are huge right now. And
What
they
is this
kind of
game again? Say it one more time.
Sum
Sum Disney. And so it's about these little stackable plush dolls that fall down, and you gotta match them. It's like Jelly Splash or some basic casual matching game. And if you look at a screenshot of the game, it's just these absurd, like, super cute plush Mickeys, and you're matching them, and you somehow get obsessed with this game, even though it's terrible by any standard that normal people would have.
No thanks.
Yeah, and
thanks.
I have put probably more hours into this game than almost anything else on my phone this year, which is really saying something. So Sum Sum Disney, TSUM, play it because Americans need to get addicted to this game.
I had no idea this game existed until I was on my flight from Fort Lauderdale to LaGuardia, and the kid next to me was playing this the entire flight, and we didn't have TVs in front of our seats, so the only like source of like entertainment I could get was watching this kid play this game. And he had the music on for it, and I was just like, oh my god. And I just wanted to be like, can you just stop? But it was so enthralling. Like I just wanted to like yeah, well, I will never play it, but
But you've gotten
pretty
way
much,
more than most Americans.
I watched like for 4 hours straight.
I don't know how I feel about living in a world where this game exists.
That's incredible and wonderful.
I'm gonna. Okay, did
Brian, do you have any other
runner-up?
ones? You should have some runners up.
Oh, he's still going.
Brian, I want to hear more random. Tell us more.
There's this game Dream Quest that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
that No one outside the game industry has ever played, I don't think. But somehow it's incredibly good indeed, despite looking like it was made by a child.
All right.
Play that one too. That's all I got.
Play that one. Mine are really obvious, and it's actually I think it's a dead tie between these two. It's Threes and Valiant Hearts. I don't think enough people played either of those games.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna put that out there. Go play them. They're both awesome games. They're both really fucking good. That's it for me. And go play Threes specifically because it's an amazing mobile game. Amazing.
It's really sad that
I'll go.
it got eclipsed by its own clone, which is
I know.
Yeah, that's
It's true. It's because people really love paying free.
true.
They'll pay for free all day long.
Mine, I guess runner-up would be Crawl, I was talked about, and winner would be Devious Dungeons, which even in the iOS kind of circles, a lot of people didn't seem to like it or got less. I don't know what they didn't get what they were thinking, thought they were going to get, but
Right.
it is a grind, and I don't care because it's exactly what it should be. It's just a fun little time-wasting Rogue Legacy-esque game. It's fun. Next.
I don't have one for this, so I'm bowing out.
I have a couple.
Alright.
One of them is going to have people in the chat screaming at me and calling me literally Hitler. I don't care.
Literally Hitler.
Literally Hitler?
And that one is, and it got such a bad rap. The new Thief.
Oh,
I really liked it. I'm sorry.
I bought it. I want to play it.
I'm sorry. I'm
seen a lot of
sorry.
videos. It's saying really good.
Runner. Also, more runner. That's a runners up. More runners up. Danganronpa. Just because when I brought it up, everyone here was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, sure.
Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. Nobody.
Yeah,
bought
nobody
it.
played that.
Good,
And it was so good. Another one. I think I saw someone in the chat mention it earlier. Sherlock Holmes: Crimes and Punishment.
What?
Yep.
Hitler.
Heard of that.
Is that based on the...
It's literally it's a Sherlock Holmes game, but what's brilliant about it is that you have to actually investigate, and once you make an accusation about who did it, the game doesn't tell you if you were right or not.
nice.
cool.
All right,
You
good.
literally have to just trust that you did the right thing.
So you got to go balls to the wall, pretty much, and just
You have
be
to
like,
actually investigate.
Yeah.
Sean, this one's just for you. Recommending the new Thief. What is this, amateur hour?
I told you. I told you.
Gee, how you doing? The hell
and
you doing?
then-
You're not
but-
making any friends.
But the
No,
winner
no.
would be. Oh fuck it! I blew through them all. Danganronpa.
Yeah. That's... Lots of
Who's,
people have not played that.
is that it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Damn. We're mentioning I think it's good this year. We're mentioning a wide variety of
That's
games,
true.
which is really always the
Well-
point of this, is to not have like 3 games that
We
take every
apparently
category.
not all played the same games. I mean, I'm repeating myself, but yeah.
But no, but that's good that
Yeah.
we're not across each of us playing 3 games, which we've had those shows
That's
before,
true.
where it's been like, oh, and we're all
Okay,
playing
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Yeah, it's all Skyrim. And actually, a friend of mine just got into Skyrim for the first time and was like, "Oh,
Goodbye.
2015 is going to be a productive year." And I was like, "If you redefine your definition of progress as leveling up your character in Skyrim, then you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
even tell them
You'll
about
do
the
great.
mods and that.
You'll do great.
You'll lose your life in
do
that.
great. Best sleeper hit.
Perfect one for this one.
All right,
All right.
Ryan, let's do
Go
it.
for it.
Very definition of a sleeper hit. So, did you guys know that Flappy Bird actually came out in March of 2013?
What?
It got I know. And it got basically 0 downloads for like months. Until suddenly it became the biggest thing in the universe. For
Holy
reasons
shit,
that
alright.
reasons that nobody still understands.
Which one is Flappy Bird again? Is that the?
What? No, my phone doesn't work.
Yes.
The one
That
where you
is?
touch it and he goes up.
Oh
through the-
yeah, that's not a game.
yeah.
And
It's
then
a
the
game.
Mario pipes? Yeah.
That's barely a game. Let's
It
go back
is
to our other
A
category.
sleeper hit.
Well, what's the highest people have gotten in Flappy Bird is the real question.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Actually,
Has anybody broken 100?
Oh yeah. I'm sure people.
Okay.
None of us have played Elite Dangerous, but I plan on playing it this year. Oh my god!
I bought a flight stick for it.
I'm gonna do the same fucking thing because I'm out of my fucking mind. Yeah, there you
Yes,
go.
you
There you
guys
go,
are.
buddy.
You out of your mind.
Blow more money.
May even get an Oculus for it.
Oh my god.
You're never gonna see your baby. You're just gonna.
Thank God I'm married, dude, because I am just unfuckable.
Put the. Put
You're just gonna.
I'm unfucked. That is hilarious.
Up in the sky, there they are, the unfuckables.
Coming to Steam.
Welcome back.
Coming to Steam in 2016. Best
Can I just
sleeper
go
hit.
real quick because it's easy
Yeah,
for
do
me.
it, do
Ethan
it, do it.
Carter
Oh, nice.
Really?
quietly moved a bunch of copies. Made those guys a lot of money. They're already working on a, they already made enough to cover the budget and whatnot, and fucking good for them. Also, Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight sold really. It's hard to say
Yeah.
hit because especially with digital downloads now, so many don't tell you what they sold. But I do know the guy from Ethan Carter was on Twitter saying that he flat out said how much they sold the first week and they were ecstatic. So
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Nice.
I'll
I'll jump in there.
Go for it.
Repeat a number of things. I'll say Shovel Knight as well and Broforce and such like that. But Goat Simulator,
Yeah.
which
That's
was
a good
hell
one.
of a hit.
sold
That's on my
about
list.
$1 million.
Crazy.
Could you imagine
It's
those
a-
guys?
It's
being
funny
like,
because when
And they made it as a joke. Sorry.
when Ubisoft came out with the whole women are hard to animate thing, the guy from Goat Sim came in on Twitter and was like, you saying people don't want to play as women? I have 1 million people playing as a goat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't it-
that's a dumb great game.
What was it like an April's Fool's joke? It was definitely like basically a joke.
It was a joke. Yeah, it was supposed to be a joke. It was supposed to be like an April Fool's joke. And
Yeah.
then they said, well, fuck it, people want this.
because it was so good.
Which just goes to show that there is no accounting for taste
Oh, yeah.
in video
No.
games whatsoever.
People want to
Nobody-
play what they want to play.
Nobody fucking knows what they want. They
Yeah.
really have no fucking clue. I have to fix my audio because apparently my audio is fucked. Sorry,
All right.
was someone
Tanner?
else gonna go?
Ducat stole it from me. Necrodancer.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to play
It's
that.
so fun. And then I got to go with Loadout again. It was just one of those games that nobody really knew about and did fairly well to the point where I want to play more of it and play a second one where they can fix a lot of the dumb shit. But a lot of the dumb shit was what gave it that charm. I think, and it's just something funny, just because I forgot to talk about this before, is like one of the costumes or like the gear that you can wear doesn't really like matter for what. So like there's one where you can be a guy in a Speedo and his nutsack is hanging out of it, and so you'd be running around and it'll just be like flapping around, and it's just like one of those weird
dear
touches.
God.
You're just like, are you serious? But
Sorry, guys.
It's amazing, so fun.
Wow.
Me?
That's
Am I, out?
crazy.
It's
am I
fun.
the only one that's left? This is tough because I'm changing this on the fly. Jazz Punk
Yeah.
is a runner-up
got
for
quite a
this,
lot of buzz.
and people have been really having fun with that. And then I don't know which one. I guess Goat Simulator has to take it, and
Yeah.
and I'm gonna give Rebirth the other runner-up spot because that game. Just everybody knew about it. Like they're
Bigger
just
and
like,
bigger.
when's it coming out? When's it coming out? When's it coming out? When's it coming out? That was their one purchase for the year.
Yeah.
It's Rebirth. No, fuck it. Rebirth takes this category.
All right.
Rebirth wins this because I mean I think Goat Simulator was kind of like word of mouth. Like it took off. One person
I think
playing,
once
another
it
person
hit
playing
Twitch,
it.
it
Rebirth
was
was like a
everybody
million
wanted it.
sales, like however many sales on day one.
Yeah.
And just nobody like it just launched and people had it.
Yeah.
There was no like, oh, Rebirth's out. It was like.
Everybody knew.
People
everybody
already
thought
bought it. It's crazy.
All right. Next.
Next,
is, the first hour award.
best game you didn't finish. That's most of my games.
I will start up as someone who really did not finish many games this
Yeah.
year. But there's a whole bunch of games I didn't finish that I started earlier on in the year that I clearly didn't care enough about because I didn't continue playing them. So I'll go with the ones I played very recently, which is Shovel Knight. I only played a bit of Wolfenstein, which I only played a little tiny bit of, and I've heard some people like it. I don't really know who, but and my winner for this would be this War of Mine, which the 10 minutes I played this morning looked like a game that really will there'll be some night where that will just grab me and I'll play it for hours and feel awful about myself, but it'll be amazing. So, yep.
I'll go. Sunset Overdrive. I'll probably never finish that game.
No,
Right.
you
But
won't.
but that game's really fun. Dark Souls 2.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I will probably never finish Dark Souls 2. That's not true.
You could finish it.
I will probably finish it at some point.
That's one of the
but
games you just kind of peck at.
it's just not. It doesn't hook me the way
Yeah.
that the other Dark
I'm just
Souls
hoping
games
this
did.
new DLC just makes it worth just knocking out and playing.
Ugh, it's just Dark Souls 2. We'll get back to that later. Oh boy. Sean,
Does
you
that
want to
count
go?
as a best game you didn't finish? I mean,
This is
it's not like
yeah. I mean, it's
all right.
yeah. I can't really. I mean, if we're talking about it, then I guess it would make it Shadow of Mordor, which I haven't finished.
Yeah,
but-
I was thinking it'd be more games.
Yeah, I don't know. You're
that you
right.
want to
You're
finish.
absolutely right. Yeah, no, it's not
Elden
Dark
Ring.
Souls 2. It's probably Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, that was
it's a good
mine.
call. Good
that
choice.
was mine, Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
I would go Shadowrun, Dragonfall.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's got nothing but raves across the board. People who say it's an across the board improvement over Shadowrun Returns.
Oh, man.
And I believe them, but I have so many RPGs to get through that I'm just staring down Dragonfall, and I'm just like, God damn it!
I checked my Steam play this morning. I played 12 minutes of that game.
Oh my god.
Any other runners up there?
I mean, I could I this year I really tried to avoid doing too much of the start and never finish and uninstall thing. So I am gonna finish that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. I was pretty good this year actually about settling my debts. Plus,
Brian?
when I hear
Oh,
First
sorry.
Hour Award, I think of something that Far Cry 4 is another one. I haven't
yeah,
It's
sure.
like
Or Dead Rising 3.
yeah.
That
But I think
happened.
when I
Holy
hear
shit.
First Hour Award, I think more of look at your Steam counter, 20 minutes, like this is incredible, and then months later you're just like, wait, why didn't I go
Why
back to
didn't
that?
I? Yeah.
Because there's
Yep.
plenty of games
Yep.
where like I could go and give Pagan Min from Far Cry 4 best new character. I didn't finish Far Cry 4, so does that technically, you know what I mean?
He
Like,
becomes an awful character at the end. He becomes Kim Kardashian, actually.
oh
yeah,
god,
but you don't know.
oh
this.
god, the game
Turns
turns
into
into
Brian.
It's great for games that I played over somebody's house.
That's true as well.
Yeah.
So for me, that's Far Cry. I played
That's true.
50 minutes of that game.
I guess Bioshock Infinite would be for me.
They're pretty good 50 minutes.
That's a good game to finish.
Who else needs to go for this? Brian?
Brian.
Yeah, I just said Far Cry 4.
Oh, Far Cry 4.
Cool.
Got it. Okay, next category.
anything?
No, I did.
Best kick-worthy game. I only have one.
Now wait, is this kickworthy as in
Something that got
Kickstarter or
kickstarted.
something that got
Something that got
kickstarted this year?
kickstarted
have
this
one.
year. I only have one.
Can I put the potato salad Kickstarter?
The
Yes.
game.
Yes, you can actually totally 100% do that because that's hilarious.
Okay, well, that's mine.
I don't know what games of mine got kickstarted.
No, I mean something that got kickstarted this year that maybe isn't even out yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have one.
Go ahead.
Super hot. Super hot.
that's a good one.
Super hot.
That was
super
great.
hot.
Good
I
one.
cannot wait for that game. I cannot wait to see what they do with that
You
game
were
because
so
I'm
excited.
so.
It was a little
It's
ridiculous.
such a smart concept, and I love the attitude of it. Just this.
Even
this
that demo was so fun.
the minimalism, the sort of 80s machismo action film kind of voice, like weird fucking overlay, weird,
random
film
guy at the
and
end.
stuff, and just strange. Like it's kind of like the best of 80s Hong Kong action flicks in a video game.
And plus, if you
and
want
that-
to talk greatest gimmick, I mean, that's the
Oh,
gameplay
God,
gimmick
yeah.
in there is awesome.
It's got so many things for me that I want to play in that just gimme. Next.
I'm gonna go with the only game I actually kickstarted this year because I tried to stay away from Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Was the remake of Pathologic.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
When I saw, I was like, no, I'm not doing any more Kickstarters. I got burned on a few of them, and second I saw, oh, by the way, they're doing a remake of Pathologic. If you want, just throw, take everything.
Take
I
my
have.
money.
Yep. So, but that's it. That's the only game I kickstarted. That's what I would give it to.
I didn't kickstart anything, so they can go fuck themselves.
I didn't kickstart anything either, but I'll just say Frog Fractions 2.
Oh yeah.
What the
I
fuck?
still need to play Frog Fractions
No.
1.
Wait, you haven't played it?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
You're not a human.
Do you even feel love?
Brian, do you have anything?
No, but now I want to say Frog Fractions 2 also.
Yeah, that
So
just
for
came
those
to
of
me,
you
so-
guys who don't know, the thing with Frog Fractions 2 is when it comes out, he won't tell us that it's Frog Fractions 2. It's gonna be
It'll be
some
anything. It'll be
random-
like a truck simulator or something like that. That just happens to
the-
become.
Goat Simulator 2.
Yeah, pretty much. It could be
That's
anything.
brilliant.
It literally could have been released already.
Yes.
We'll never
And
know.
you
We
just didn't
don't
get any
know.
traction.
Best DLC.
I'll go. I'll start because I only played one. But it's awesome. Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls.
Yeah.
And I'd be surprised if that wasn't most people's picks this year because I stayed away from Diablo 3. I heard nothing but bad things about it. And then I heard so many good things about Reaper of Souls that I fucking slid in there and started playing it. And I was like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I dig this. I don't hate Blizzard right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
So.
for a DLC to salvage an entire game,
Yeah, totally.
Sure,
there
sure.
wasn't anything else like that. Where it was just like, this is like, I would never touch this game in my entire life. DLC comes around, oh, we have to play this. Like, this is fun.
It made it like Diablo again. It
Yeah.
made it feel like Diablo instead of a game that was pandering to a system that didn't work and no one wanted to use.
Nobody wanted to touch
And
it.
it brought the fun back to that game, like getting items, getting better items, getting feeling like when you're exploring areas and killing monsters, you're actually doing something. You're making progress.
Not just mindlessly
It's
going.
so much better, and the DLC is the new places that you're fighting and the enemies that you're fighting. So good.
Adventure mode's
So
really
good.
good too.
I'll jump in. I'll just say it's kind of a standalone DLC, but the Electronic Superjoy Groove City is a
Yeah.
quality expansion pack. And then also I've talked before my love of the Ascension card game on iOS.
Right.
And they released, I think they actually 3 different DLC packs. I think I bought them all at once, threw them all together. It's good. The Rise of Vigil, Darkness Unleashed, and Realms Unraveled. Anyway, they added a bunch of cool new. There has been other DLC for that just seemed to throw in new mechanics willy-nilly that just made things more complicated. Whereas this, I think the new mechanics they added, like legitimately just added new strategies and new depth to the gameplay without making it just more. So
Yeah.
that was good.
Honestly,
Brian.
the single player expansions in Hearthstone, because that really took the base game and managed to expand on it in an interesting way. Because I basically think that that DLC was made after they figured out how to do single player in that game. Because originally it was just nothing but multiplayer, obviously. But that was actually the only DLC I played this year.
Yeah, that's really. I mean, I think the only other DLC that I wanted to get this year was the DLC of The Last of Us, which I never got to play. So.
It's good too. It's
As I've
really
heard,
good.
well, because I wanted to get the remaster of it because
Yeah.
it comes with it, and I've heard great
'Cause
things about it.
We never finished that. We never finished the
I mean,
just-
that's not a fun game to play. You can attest to that, Sean.
Which one?
Last of Us.
Last of Us.
That's
well,
not
we were
fun.
playing on like the hardest fucking difficulty.
Yeah, that was a
where
stupid
I was
night.
just like, we didn't even finish one stupid little part.
No,
of
we
it.
got through a couple of parts of
Oh,
it, but
God,
it's
okay,
like
we got through,
that.
like-
In order for that to be a game that I'm going to finish, I either have to play it off cast or I have to seriously sit down and
On
cast
ultra
only that
easy.
game. Shut up. About every single fucking game he's doing this to me today. Look at this.
Nobody, if you don't understand, this is how
Fucking
this works.
youngster.
It's, like,
Fucking whippersnapper. Get out of here.
it's okay.
Is that it for the DLC? Moving on.
Sure.
Plot twist. I don't really have a one for this because I didn't really feel like there was any game where I felt like there was a huge plot twist. I'm just gonna say for this Jazz Punk because what the fuck did I play? What did I play? I don't even fucking
The
know.
thing is, in Goat Simulator, you turn evil.
I know.
That's a hell of a twist.
You
That's a hell of a twist.
I'll go. Danganronpa has like 30. What I'm going with. Other than
wanna
that, I
play
agree
that
with
so
Rob.
bad
Not,
now.
I'll lend you my Vita.
Cool.
But other than that, yeah, not a big oh shit. I
No.
pooped my pants. That was so incredible.
No,
But
nothing
Brian,
really-
were there any good ones in Walking Dead season 2?
I don't think so. I mean, there's nothing
Yes.
that really kicked us in the ass.
Yeah,
We
I feel
haven't
the fact that
finished it. We
Did
only
you
just-
finish
yeah.
it? You did not
No,
finish it?
we played
Okay,
the-
the last few episodes.
Okay,
You
that might
guys
be it, yeah.
need to play it.
Yeah, no,
All
we
right.
Because that was mine. It
We
was
do.
the last 2 episodes of it. You have to play it.
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
the
there
last-
were
the
there were
last two
certainly a couple
episodes
of
we haven't played.
Yeah, the last 10 minutes of the entire thing you need to play.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, and you need to keep playing all the different endings for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tan, I don't know how the way Brian and I have been playing it.
I've
is
heard.
Yeah.
You guys are
co-op, essentially
Yeah.
co-op adventure games. So the thing is, now he lives in like Siberia or something like that. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Radio station
Cuba.
in Siberia.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
he is.
I'll go visit him sometime because that's my second home. But it'll take a little while before I get to play that again.
He's no
Siberia.
Boris though,
That's true.
who is in Russia.
That's true.
And I'm not getting into it because you haven't played it, but the DLC for Last of Us. You need to play this.
I've heard. I
At
know what the.
least
I've heard what the.
watch it.
Yeah,
You need to at least watch it.
I've heard. I think I know what the twist is.
there's
Because it's
some
fucked
really,
up stuff in that game.
really
yeah.
good
Totally.
stuff.
Sean, can I just say most obvious plot twist is from Advanced Warfare?
Yeah.
What? Like he loses his arm or something? You know?
Kevin
So-
Spacey turns out to be
So
that
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey
He's
is
not
not your
a good
friend.
guy.
He's not your
No
friend.
way.
He's not everything he appears to be.
Is he a cyborg?
Was he actually? I don't remember now. I don't know that well.
He's actually the alien in Alien Isolation.
I don't think he was cyborg, but he might have been. I forgot.
Best ending.
Best ending. Oh, this is good.
I got
On that note, wait, no, sorry, worst ending. Never mind. Go ahead.
We're going best or worst ending?
Best. We're
Best
not up to.
ending.
We're not up to worst endings yet. Soon.
South
Very
Park
close.
Stick of Truth. Best ending.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know it. So
I know
You're
you.
short on good endings.
All right, I'll go.
Cool.
So you remember that game I've been talking about, desert golfing, right?
Yeah.
It's a desert that goes on forever, except there are at some point in this is a big spoiler, but in the late 2000s, you will suddenly come across an impossible hole, a hole that simply cannot be beaten, and you will try it for like 80 strokes and just keep going. But if you knock your ball off the screen in just the right way, it can bounce off of the procedurally generated next level and bounce back onto your level and enable you to beat it, right? So that's ending number 1. The developer did not imagine that anybody could beat that, but just in case they did, he put in a second ending, which is referred to as the Devil's Hole, and happens somewhere in the mid-3000s. And what it does is it takes any shot where the ball is going to go in the hole, like it does a little calculation to see if it's going to go in. And if it looks like the ball is going to go in, it suddenly adds a little bit of speed to it or removes a little bit of speed so that it is procedurally impossible to beat that hole. And it happens with no explanation whatsoever. You just
Fuck that
suddenly
game.
can't seem to get the ball
No.
in the hole for no reason.
Fuck that
is
game.
the best ending. That's spectacular.
Fuck that game.
And that's when you are expected to stop playing.
I heard you say the devil's hole, and I imagine that's how Puritans referred to butt sex back in the day. Don't go
that's
near
like
the
half
devil's
people.
hole, boy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Little Jimmy went towards the devil's hole.
Ain't nothing that there end of that rainbow but a tetanus shot.
But you can actually beat the devil's hole. So, and then
I'm sure
it
you
just
can.
goes on forever.
All right, I'll go. Monument Valley has a really sweet ending for a puzzle game. I'd say it's got very much like a Journey-esque kind of story to it. Not in the same kind of thing, but it's a lot of the story is told through interaction, not through spoken word, and it's really, really excellent. Jazz punk.
Okay.
Wow, that game. And then Valiant Hearts takes it for me because the ending of that game is brutal. Just brutal. Just I can't just play it. It's brutal. It's
brutal?
It's a brutal game.
Is it brutal?
It's brutal. Not as brutal as Brutal Legend, but
Not
it's brutal.
Is Brutal Legend?
It's pretty brutal.
So it's up there.
It's up there. It's like if this is Brutal Legend, it's
epically
like
brutal.
right there, and then underneath it is Metal Gear Rising.
So we're moving on.
What did you do?
Are you under arrest, Rob?
What did you do, Tanner?
Sorry, La Migra.
What did you migra? So you're not. You have no. Wait. You went.
I went.
You went.
I didn't go yet.
You didn't go.
I feel
Okay.
like this was I was really lacking on strong endings this year.
Yeah, that's really not. Yeah.
But I guess my runner-up would be South Park Stick of Truth.
Yes.
Because the last
Can we
10
get
minutes
into
of that
some of this
game,
stuff?
and then no, we will later. In actually a couple minutes. But my winner would have to be. I love the ending to Wolfenstein: The New Order. That was ballsy. That was really ballsy.
know the ending
I won't
for
get
it.
into it, but it's really
I'll have to watch
ballsy
that.
what they do at the end of that. Yeah, that's all I got.
You see Kill Hitler?
No, Hitler's dead already.
Oh, damn.
I don't have an answer for this question.
You don't have an answer for this?
I don't even have a joke.
Do you have a limerick?
No.
There was an old game from Nantucket. Never mind.
Well, I'm
that's
going
how
to
it
tell
ends.
you to go
Fuck
fuck
it.
it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, next.
I went to the war. What was it for? And now I have to shit in a bucket.
That's sad.
Most original game.
I don't have one for this. I feel like everything I played was at least a rehash of something else.
I'll go. I'll say something.
But I didn't play anything ridiculous like
This is
know how to
most
even
original,
pronounce
is it?
Don't Rop Rop Rop.
What is the category that we're in? Most
original.
Most original.
All right, I'll say
Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird, Super Time Force, and Crawl.
Crawl, yeah, Crawl's a good one.
Yeah.
Brian?
I'm gonna say threes for this one.
Yeah, that's a
It's
good one.
totally unique mechanic, and it got cloned, so it is the original version of that.
Okay.
That's all I got.
I'm gonna give this one to as runner-up. I'm gonna give this to Crypt of the Necrodancer. I did not play it,
really good.
but I've never seen a game quite
it.
like that before. And then I'm changing this on the fly because I do want to
Call
give
of Duty.
Yes, because there's never been a game quite like it ever.
No.
Yeah. Second runner-up, Heavy Bullets, which is a crazy first-person shooter roguelike that is extremely trippy, crazy fun, and sort of takes the whole idea of it on its head a little bit. You can like bank stuff, you can bank money for future lives, you can bank items, you can do insurance, you can pass stuff down to future generations. And if you don't do any of that, you can just play it like a standard roguelike and just see as far as you get. That game is fucking crazy. And then the winner for this is Jazz Punk, because I've never.
Nice, yeah.
Jazz Punk is a fucking insane game, and I've never played anything quite like it. Really, I don't know what to make of that game.
What was the game that you had like? I don't want to say it's like a portal gun, but you had this gun that could shoot a specific colored block. Do you know? And then it was like,
Cube.
was it? In,
No, it
Wait,
was
is-
no, it was no. It's not Cube. You're thinking of Antichamber.
Was it anti? Was that come out in 2014?
That came out in 2013.
13,
End
yeah.
of 13, or
Yeah.
is it? Because that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Sure.
That's also a very original game.
That is, yeah.
I love that game.
Anti-chamber.
That's the game.
And then there was like people who were beating it in like 8 minutes. Yeah, it was like
That sounds. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a pretty well-known exploit in that
Yeah,
game.
it's
So
just-
you can
okay.
skip around a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Sorry, just Ducat. I'm not sure if I would agree with Shovel Knight. That's kind of explicitly not original, or
Yeah, Shovel Knight is pretty. It's a known quantity. It's done in a
basically trying.
unique way.
Sure.
I mean, I can't think of many games where you, the shoveler
Sure.
from.
But yeah, that
Yeah.
very explicitly is attempting to mimic other games. Anyway,
Yeah.
you were saying, Sean?
I only have one. Danganronpa.
Oh God, yes.
I need to play this fucking
Yeah. You
game. Oh my
We
god.
just hook it up to the TV. so you can
We should
enjoy
just
it.
fuck this
It's
list.
not
and just play
compatible
that.
with PlayStation TV.
Aw.
That's a mess.
By the way, you want to talk about fucking worst console of the year?
Do we consider that a console?
Yes.
Okay.
PlayStation TV.
Wow.
Anyway,
Um,
the next one, I think, Sean. I feel
Strangest game period.
I feel like a number of us will have similar answers, but Sean probably won't.
And please make
We'll
sure.
have some interesting ones.
Please make sure you put the comma in this category, otherwise it becomes
Strangest
very strange.
game period.
Strangest game period.
Strangest game period for me was probably 16. I experimented with a lot of, strange loose
That's the
games
strangest
that
game
I'm
period.
not really proud of. No, strangest games period. I mean, Danganronpa's fucked up. Rollers of the Realm is
Oh.
just weird. But my winner, and this is gonna probably be everyone's winner. It's got to be Goat Simulator.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It really is.
Yes.
Also, I would like to make a note, even though it's not a good game. Fist of Jesus.
I have seen videos on Fist of Jesus,
Fist of Jesus.
and it's just a little.
I heard of it because we played. I heard of it because we played that guy's short at my at the film festival I'm doing. And I was on Steam one day, and I saw it was like Fist of Jesus, the game. I was like, so I emailed those guys. I was like, did you make a Fist of Jesus game? And he's like, yes, we did. But essentially, Jesus, when he tries to raise his first from the dead, fucks it up and turns everyone into undead zombies.
Yep. Nice.
And has to fight them off. So, Jazz Punk's also kind of fucked up too.
It is, and actually, I'm gonna swap these out on this one because I gave runners up to Heavy Bullets, and you have to check out Heavy Bullets. It's fucking weird. Heavy Bullets, Goat Simulator is second place, only because that game is. It's a fucking it's not a simulator, but it's a goat, and it's fucking weird, and it's not trying to do more than that, but what it does is so great. Jazz Punk takes this for me simply because that game it starts out feeling like it's a game, and then it goes into just the weirdest meth trip you've ever been on in your life, and it's just
not the weirdest meth trip.
Talked about some great voice acting. Every time you hit one of those guys, and the robots, ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
I just look like all the places I kind of like this.
Oh God, yes.
And of course the subtitles on every character do not match up with what they're saying.
Not at all.
It's just completely different. And then like weird things, just you turn the static off on the TV and there's a woman that you just start hitting with the remote and she turns staticky. And it's like that is the first level of the crazy insane shit that game gets into. And I think for me personally, it's a little more structured than Goat Simulator, which is just like fuck it. I just
It was just
whatever you win.
just
Michael
throw
Bay.
it into the just throw as much shit on every wall as you can. And so it's
There's
Jazz Punk takes it
a
from me.
like anti-gravity room in one of the where yes. Yeah,
Crazy.
I'll agree with Goat Simulator would be for me, and this doesn't not nearly as weird as some of your other choices here. But I'll just
Wedding
say,
cake. Oh
I'll
my
throw
god.
out Luftrausers was, God, it was a kind of a weird game.
It was
Instead-
weird because it did a thing that we kind of know really well in a very
Different way.
avant-garde way.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and unlocking some of those backgrounds, eye-searing. So yeah, it's weird. I'm not sure it hangs with the rest of these, but
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
All right, I just
Brian?
want to remind you all of the existence of Hatoful Boyfriend.
Thank you for reminding us. Holy shit.
There is surprise
Okay,
step
then.
of a game about dating a school full of pigeons. But I also have to play Jazz Punk. You're telling me.
Yeah.
Next category?
Yep.
Most surprisingly good game. Sean, I think you're going to want to take this one, buddy.
Most surprisingly good
Yeah.
game? I mean, Wolfenstein was
Yeah.
not supposed to be any good.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Shadow of Mordor. It's a licensed game. It was not supposed to be very good. But I think the winner now... When I think Wolfenstein, I thought there was I was like 50-50 on it. I read some interviews with the developers. They were talking a good game. I was like, yeah, maybe this won't be so bad. The game I enjoyed that I did not have a good feeling about would have to be, and I'm always surprised when a game in the series is good, it's Advanced Warfare.
Oh,
when I
yeah,
consider
sure.
expectations to product, Advanced Warfare is not great. I feel similarly to the way I did about Black Ops 2, but when I compare expectations to final product, that is the biggest
Particularly after
divide.
Ghost and all
Which
that.
one?
Advanced Warfare.
Oh,
Call
yeah,
of Duty,
yeah. That's a good one.
I'll go.
Sure.
I'll say, and I know this thing about it, but I really was shocked how much I enjoyed Payday 2. There's a reason why I keep talking about it, because I really fucking enjoyed that game, and I think it was a free weekend. And I was like, oh, I'll check this out, and I kind of took over my life for 2 weeks in the way games really haven't this year. I mentioned before that iOS Blackjack game. I can't believe I played so much of it this year. But my winner would be One Finger Death Punch, because the fuck, the fuck.
The hell did that game come from?
I know. Apparently, it started out as an indie Xbox indie arcade or whatever, the indie game section. So yeah.
I
yeah,
have to say
do it.
Shadow Mordor. When we decided to play it that one night, it was just kind of like, we're gonna play a fucking Lord of the Rings game. Like, I saw videos of it and I was like, okay, this could be good. I kind of went into it with like really low expectations, like, oh,
It's
and
the
then we got
best
into
Assassin.
it.
It's the best Assassin's Creed game this year.
It really is. You know, if they were orcs and shit.
Exactly. Magic. If the Templar were orcs and that shit.
Yeah, it was good times.
Fuck.
All right.
Brian.
Okay.
Okay,
Brian.
Brian.
I have a feeling my internet's about to break up, but you know, I had to play Kim Kardashian for work, and I
We're
gotta
losing it.
say,
Sorry, we can't hear you, Brian.
Guys,
His
we
internet's
did
going good.
lose.
Are you in a thunderstorm? Is there something? What's going on? Make sure you shake the wires a little
Did you
bit.
try turning it off and
But
on?
only the ones that are covered, not the ones that have the wires exposed.
all right, am I back? Am I back? I was telling
Yes,
you all
you're
how Kim Kardashian is actually not so bad. Like, damned if I didn't keep playing that after I had to play
But
it
you wanna become
for like
famous.
another 2 weeks. Yeah, it's weirdly addictive. Like, I cared about my number of Twitter followers. I had to beat my Twitter rival, the evil,
Nice.
selfish bitch actress Willow Page, who dissed me outside a club once. Like, I went to Kim's birthday party and I kept coming back over the course of the 8-hour party. And I put on a new pair of pants at one point, and I got like 3,000 new Twitter followers because
This all sounds like
noticed I
Vogan
had a new
poetry.
so you know, like I still make fun of it, but
Was the bad
Just-
ending like
just
getting
stop.
chlamydia and just
I didn't get up to the
I
sex.
feel like I'm getting
There's a part where
chlamydia
you
just
can-
from hearing
you
him
can-
talk
you
about
can
his game.
actually pose nude in the game, and I did.
Yes.
yes.
Did
and
you-
like your cell phone gets hacked and like
Did
everybody
you
gets to
contract
see.
any sexual transmitted diseases while?
I didn't. I think that's the
Playing
DLC.
this-
I didn't get up to that part.
That's the DLC.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Chlamydia.
the STDLC.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
This is my favorite category.
DLC.
Wait, hold on. I didn't go. This is your favorite. You were talking about this category. Shadow of Mordor, and actually no. Wolfenstein wins it. Shadow of Mordor and Jazzpunk take honorable mention.
Jazzpunk's great.
I was shocked and amazed by how good Wolfenstein was. Totally, 100%. Did not expect that to happen. So yeah, so it's Wolfenstein for me.
All right, well, this category is my favorite. Best gaming moments.
Best
Yeah,
gaming
2014.
moment.
Story time.
Yes.
Go ahead, Sean.
Oh boy, I have a bunch.
I'm gonna. If you're
I have a
get
bunch
into what I think you're gonna get into, does this have to do anything with South Park?
Yes.
Okay. Which one are we gonna talk about? Just give me the because I can dive into this.
The underwear gnome boss
The underwear
fight.
gnome one was
Okay.
great, and then how about? Well, then we'll get into the second one. Is the in the hospital where you go inside.
Oh
A
god!
special
Oh god!
person.
Yeah. So the first time at South Park, one of the best moments in Stick of Truth is you have to fight. You get shrunk down to the size of like a thimble, and you have to fight a boss battle against the underwear gnomes in your parents' bedroom while they're fucking.
They're fucking.
So literally,
In the background.
the underwear gnomes are giving you these speeches about like, you know, you'll never defeat us. In the back, all you hear is, yeah, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. And then at one point, there's only the one gnome left, and he runs up onto the bed, and I'm like, no. And he's like, you'll never get the stick. It will be ours. Blah 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 blah. And you have to do a quick time event to avoid your dad's balls as they fly at your face. You have to do a quick time event, and you do a matrix flip, and it just like passes.
What the?
They do so many great little moments like that. It's so
God.
funny.
And there's you do
Oh
the.
my god.
You're better at telling this than I.
But there's
am.
also a part where you have to once again get shrunk. Someone has to go into Mr. Slave's asshole to
of
fetch
course.
something, and they're like, "Wow,
Like a gerbil.
if only someone had the ability to shrink down really, really small." And it's like, well, I guess so. You do it, and you go in there, and every time you call on one of your companions, like you switch your party, they always go, "Dude, this is the mission you call me in for."
How dare you call me?
but there are other non-body related ones.
Those are the most memorable.
Jay, the guitarist in Wolfenstein, his last scene, he's got in that game where he gives that speech and he's like, you know, man, this is gonna be loud. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. The first time in Titanfall, you and another pilot eject at the same time and it becomes an air gun battle.
yeah, good.
Oh my
Yeah.
It's a great one.
lord. But my number one winner of the year is the first time you fight the masked Lumen Sage in Bayonetta 2. You summon a Titan. He summons a Titan.
That's what I was saying earlier.
You two are fighting while your Titans are fighting in the background. It's just
And you don't know who to watch more.
Which is it?
Bayonetta 2.
Oh, Bayonetta 2.
Yeah.
You don't know if you should be like watching your characters or watching these two Titans duke it out in the background.
Yeah, and then they kill each other. You summon bigger ones. He summons a bigger one.
Yeah, it's
At this point
so
now, you guys are
ridiculous.
fighting, twirling around in the air as your Titans are punching the shit out of each other in the background.
my God.
It's like if aliens came to the Earth and were like, "What is video game?" This is what I would show them.
Yep.
And they would leave us alone.
I'm gonna take this one over real quick and just go.
Take your time.
Jazz punk is one of the craziest things I've played all this year, and it's one of the things I reacted to the most positively.
Is there a specific moment?
Just the whole fucking game.
All right.
The whole time I'm sitting there looking at this game, going like, I don't know what the fuck, what's going, what, and then and laughing because I don't know. I enjoy the shit out of that. I'd say every time I fucking suck the life out of an orc in Shadow of Mordor,
Yeah,
I just
you
go,
feel good.
Do not resist.
that fucking that Darth Vader shit is just awesome. But for me, the time that always fucking just had me like enjoying video games more than any other time this year was Titanfall. Ready for Titanfall?
Yes.
Hearing that sound and going, yeah, you know, just writing
Also,
that
don't forget
thing.
dropping a Titan on someone else's Titan.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I've had that happen. I've had that happen
like
to
a
me,
total asshole
and I've
when
done
it
that to
felt
somebody
so good.
else, and it's fucking amazing.
It was
It's
so
good.
cathartic when I saw one guy running for his Titan and I was running mine and I just fucking shot it, dropped it on him, and crushed him
So
and
good.
his
Yes.
Titan. Oh my god.
So good. Who's
Tanner,
next?
do you have
I'll
any?
go.
I went with you.
Okay.
That was, yeah. I really can't say any more than.
I'll go multiple one of those Titanfall ones you're saying. Brian, I'm not going to spoil it, but Brian, that meeting an old friend in Walking Dead
Yeah.
Yes.
was a wonderful moment. Okay. In XCOM Enemy Within, there was this mission where you are like investigating, I think, a crashed like boat, and it's covered in the chrysalids, which are probably the most terrifying aliens in those games. They are deadly, and you get to this area, you find that there's like just a nest of them. They're popping up everywhere, and then suddenly they go, "Oh, we're gonna do an airstrike on this in 8 turns. You need to get to like the other side of the map."
Yeah.
So it is essentially like every one of those action film like scenes of like the characters are sprinting
And the
through,
explosions are going
and the
on
explosions
behind them.
exactly like them spacing last second, only turn minutes.
So it's like constantly exploding.
Well, it's just like this constant like the ticking, well, more like the ticking down clock, and I literally got to the what's up?
No, keep going.
I literally got to the extraction point with all of my at literally the last turn with no action points left, or like my characters could not sprint any further. Like they all just reached the edge. Like it was the skin in the teeth you can possibly get in a turn-based game. And then the last one I'll say, my winner or whatever it would be, is I was playing Nidhogg at a friend of the podcast members Boris's house. And
Yes.
we a whole bunch of people in the room, and there was this one guy, I've forgotten his name, a friend of Boris's, who was just better than everyone at it. And we're all passing the controls to each other, playing for about 30 seconds, and then he kills us and wins. And then just one time where a minute's going by, and I'm playing against him, and we're just going back and forth the way, Nidhogg, last second, kill him at, he's about to get to the end, kill him, and start sprinting across the entire area. We played for 20 fucking minutes on one round.
Yeah.
And it was the most intense
Nidhogg.
thing all year long. It was crazy.
He's a martyr. It really is.
Did you win?
I did not.
I thought that's where this was going.
I know.
Disappointment.
So I think it's great, but it was like how the story was like. So this guy is kicking everyone's ass real fast. So then I got up there. Takes
20
him 20 minutes to kick my ass.
And then I lost.
If we never brought that out, we would have just assumed that you won.
Fucking
so.
Nidhogg. I could
Way
have
to go.
lied.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won. It was awesome.
fucking
Kicked his
greatest-
ass, and I did a shat on him.
Jason, lie to me, Jason.
Yeah.
Just lie to me.
And then
Just say you won.
Most influential game of 2014, or did someone not? Brian?
did you have a?
I don't have a good one. You can go on.
You pretty much already told us about the
Yeah,
Kardashian
you really did.
thing, going to the party with your hot pants. And
I think
Yeah,
you, yeah.
3,000.
Oh, you changed your pants. That's right.
I think you won that one.
When I changed my pants.
Most influential game of 2014. Guys, mind if I start this one?
Yeah, go for it.
Destiny. For better or for
Think so?
worse. For better or for worse, that game is gonna change the way we fucking games are. Fuck.
What about it
That-
is
Because
so,
it's a
like,
fucking pile of mess
Yes,
that
it
people are
is.
playing constantly.
Yes.
That is a terrifying fact.
But people have always done
And the other one that I think is more influential for the right reason is This War of Mine, which I think a game like that coming out is a big deal, and I really can't wait to play it. I'm ashamed that I didn't play it, but also that's a game you gotta be ready for. Did I spell that right? Yeah.
I'm gonna.
And
Are we
I
getting
just
this?
the last thing I'll say about Destiny is that I just Destiny is just a fucking shit show of great ideas that were like the ideas of what that game was going to be, the concepts, everything that people talked about, everything that people said about that game. That game came out and it was riding such a hype train. This is also hitting two other categories we're going to get to later. But
Absolutely.
still,
Yeah, yeah.
it's just like this game has influenced so many gamers, and I just feel like, to what end? This game will have some kind of effect on the video game industry moving forward, better or worse. It's just fuck me,
Probably for
man.
worse.
Fuck me.
I'll jump in and just weirdly enough, I feel like Goat Simulator might be one of the more influential ones.
I think
Yeah.
so, too.
But was that?
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
so too.
Yeah. And then games I haven't played, but all the various survival games. Like that is just a huge genre, and it really grew up this year, and I don't see it stopping. DayZ, Rust, The Forest, all those. Those are crazy influential, and there is kind of what you're saying, and I don't know, I guess it's a good thing, but there is a generation of gamers who that's what they play. Like is DayZ and Rust and such. And
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole new group of gamer that didn't exist 5 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
And a lot of them are young. A lot of younger
totally are.
gamers. They're not growing up, with Mario and stuff, but they're also not growing up with Call of Duty. They're growing up with Minecraft and Rust and all that.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, if we were gonna pick Mario Awards of gaming, I would say there are more kids who know about Minecraft than know about Mario.
Oh,
No,
God.
that's totally true.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
I'll go next because I can piggyback on that.
All
So
right.
I work mainly in the mobile space. The three big games in mobile this year were Five Nights at Freddy's, which shows the rise of YouTube games that are built essentially.
PewDieBait.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. Good. Yeah.
And
good
that's
call.
That's funny.
there is a generation of kids who spend way more time
That sounds like
watching
something you
people
get
play.
arrested for. PewDieBait.
Who spend way more time watching people play than actually playing games. And Five Nights
Good point.
is a perfect example of a game like that. The other big game, another one is Monument Valley, which shows that developers can
Yeah.
actually make a living selling premium, well-made games that end, rather than free-to-play games that go on forever. And the third is Flappy Bird.
Unless you release DLC, then fuck yourself.
Well, yeah. Then you go too far.
'Cause-
The third is Flappy Bird, which shows that to this day nobody has any idea what causes games to go viral.
Yes.
Never.
Brian.
It was a
I think
total
you win this.
mystery.
You win this. Brian.
accurate.
Yeah.
Very,
Accurate.
very, very true.
Yes.
I'll go. I'm actually going to go ahead and say Shadow of Mordor. I think people are going to look
Yeah.
at the Nemesis system as the first real quote-unquote next-gen feature. And I hope that they look at that AI and they say, wow,
Yeah.
we can do some shit with this.
True.
And hopefully, I hope Mordor ups the ante for artificial intelligence and for death states and dying and what can we do to keep the player interested after they die and,
Yeah. That
Agreed.
was perfect. That was exactly what I was gonna say. Fuck.
You should just jump in first.
No, well, I didn't know he was gonna say it. Yeah, I can't really expand on that. So,
Best platform, 2014.
PS4 for me. I would have to say. Other just because I hate Xbox One and the UI for it is dog shit.
I'll say, I'll just thinking of it, iPhone. I've played a lot of games. I played games on there that I
Mobile had a really good year.
yes, that, and also I've been playing games on there that I would have played previously on my PC. I
Right.
got both. I think in the Steam sale I bought Valiant Hearts, but I also bought it, I realized, on the iPhone. I'm probably going to play on the iPhone.
Very cool. Mine. Okay. Sorry, Brian. Yeah, I say mobile.
Yeah.
Mobile's my winner. Wii U and PC are my runners up.
Yeah, sure.
Wii U had
Wii U
an
really-
amazing year.
Yeah, agreed.
If you bought a Wii U, you had actual reasons to use it.
Yeah.
So that's goes above. and
I would
beyond.
go with. Well, I'm gonna go winner PC because the PC is always number one in my
Yeah,
heart.
sure.
Totally.
But a strong
doubt.
as it
runner-up.
fucking should
A
be.
strong runner-up is the Wii U. I'll
Yes.
tell you,
Yeah.
between my PC, Wii U, and my handhelds, I had no reason to get any of the next-gen consoles. None. Like, people would say to me, like, oh, do you want a PS4? And I'd be like, I wouldn't mind it, but the PC, Wii U, I'm doing fine.
Right.
That's it. I don't, until Bloodborne and, comes out, I don't really miss it. And
This is the first time where I've, like the new consoles have come out and like, oh, you're gonna get it? I'm like, I can get it, but I really just don't care. Like neither the Xbox One or the PS4. I mean, none of them had games that were already out, and for them to just be like, yes, I want to get this. I cannot wait to play this. And
what about
even,
Unity?
No.
Unity's day is coming real soon.
But I don't know. Yeah. So I just have to take the lesser two evils and go PS4.
Sure.
Yeah.
Most anticipated game of 2015.
I have a little list, and I'd yell them out.
Yeah, please go for it.
Let's start with the best one. Frog Fractions 2.
Yes.
Mortal Kombat X.
That looks so good.
Shadow Realms, the BioWare's new online RPG. Hyper Light Drifter. Tangiers. Dead Island 2. Homefront 2. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Wait, Homefront 2 is coming out.
Yeah.
Homefront 2 is
Oh,
coming
right,
out.
that the
yeah.
Crytek.
Crytek started it. There,
Yeah.
that Crytek is gone now.
Yeah, actually, that was pretty good.
So now
Go on.
Deep Silver took it over and is
Nice,
just
sure.
polishing it off.
Nice.
But it's supposed to be out this year. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
That I'm
But-
excited for.
My most anticipated game, this shouldn't surprise anyone that knows me, Killing Floor 2.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Put it in my veins
I didn't
immediately.
even know till 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
I
I cannot wait. And there's other games I'm forgetting, like Tangiers is a game I forgot. Real simple stealth game, Hat in Time. Hopefully finally comes out this fucking year. But I mean, Killing Floor 2, I need that. If nothing else comes out but Killing Floor 2, I'm fine.
I
Oh
don't-
yeah, and don't forget Zelda U. Nah, shut it.
Yeah.
I don't.
I want to see that.
I don't have a lot for this 'cause I haven't really looked.
Dove
Yeah,
into it.
Super hot. Super
Of
hot.
course.
Super hot. Done.
Yeah,
Moving on.
that looks great.
All right, I'll go. No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that was
Gonna
mine.
come
That's
out.
a good one. That's not coming out next year. That's not coming out this year. There's no way that's coming out this year. I'm making a prediction
they
right
say
now.
It'll come out.
No Man's Sky gets pushed to
Wait for
2016.
the
I also
predictions for the
don't
prediction
believe
section
it's
later.
going to come out, but in my heart is already Game of the Year 20.
Oh, I know you want it. I want it too. I also
would-
want
I
Star
wish I could
Citizen
pay
this
for
year,
that
but I don't
right
think it's
now.
coming out either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I also just say I'm just excited about various early access games that already are out, but just
Totally.
see more of them. I've mentioned next car game Wreckfest. It's not that much of a game yet, but it's got a good base, and Crawl I've mentioned. Well, they're Broforce.
Yeah.
So that's kind of that's an interesting twist now. In the past, it was just anticipated like, oh, you've seen a preview or something like that. But like now, I've actually played these games, but I know they're really not finished. So yeah.
Tanner, I know you're Street Fighter.
Street Fighter 5. Yeah. That's not coming out this year,
It
though.
will
Yes,
not
it is.
come out this year.
It's
It will
it's
not.
supposed
It's
to be.
supposed to
It
come
will
out this year,
not.
but it's
I
not coming out.
will- Yeah, if it comes out this year, then I will buy a PS4 because it's only PS4 and PC. So I will buy a PS4 just for that and say goodbye to my life because I'm going to be playing that till I die. Great. Super.
All right. Shall we take a break?
Yeah.
And then
Next
actually,
Street
let's
Fighter.
next let's roll from news into dubious.
We're not gonna do news. We're gonna skip news.
Yeah, skip news.
Fuck the news.
Yeah. Sounds
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break. I would like to put on. Can we put on Shovel Knight?
Okay, sure.
Is that okay? I gotta find a way to do that because I don't actually have it.
No, you totally have it. You own it.
Oh, because I own the game. So I have to bring up Steam. What?
Among the Sleep.
I beat that game.
I'm speaking of sleep. Holy shit.
Rob, since we're coming up on 9, now might be my chance to go. I think. I'm not gonna
Okay.
stick around. Yeah.
Shame. We're gonna miss you here, buddy.
I know. It was great having you guys see me.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that.
No, that's how
Okay.
it works.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sure. I guess. Why not? Did I not buy it with the DLC? I mean,
Where'd
did
you
I
go?
not buy it with the soundtrack? Do you have it?
No.
Oh. We'll put on the soundtrack you want to put on. That's fine.
Payday 2.
Payday 2, and then also got some. We're trying to Super Joy. There were ones on there.
All right. So we're gonna take a quick break. This is where someone leaves us now. Sadly, Brian is going
Bye.
to take off.
Goodbye.
And we'll be back with our Dubious Awards. I can't believe you're missing the Dubious Awards, bro. You're
No,
crazy.
so sad.
You crazy, man.
Just
But
say
we'll be
Kim
back
Kardashian for
with.
everything.
Yeah,
Everyone say
I'll do
goodbye.
it.
Everyone say goodbye to Hurtler. Bye.
Bye.
We'll miss you, not really.
What
And
a
we'll be
dick.
back. Right. We'll be back after these messages. Right back.